Welcome to World Missions. You're becoming part of an incredible family of people who share a vision to be a bridge between the missions field and missions supporters. The heart of World Missions Ministry is the implementation of a global strategy of evangelism, church planting, and training. World Missions sends missionaries and appoints national leaders in support of these objectives. World Missions devises a budget and raises funds through the efforts of department personnel and itinerating missionaries. The World Missions staff performs editorial, public relations, financial, and administrative functions for missionaries on the field and for the constituency of the North American Church. You will see how the employees of World Missions serve, minister, and carry out the responsibilities to reach outside our borders and to the farthest parts of the world. The Church of God vests its missions ministry in Church of God World Missions. World Missions is directed by a board appointed biannually by the International Executive Committee and is administered by the director and assistant director, positions nominated by the General Council and elected by the International General Assembly every 2 years. Other leaders help to provide coordination in specific areas of donor and missionary relations and communications. The office manager is the office administrator, handling personnel, financial, and policy details under the direction of the general director. The coordinator of education and missions publications serves as a liaison to all training programs, including mission schools, Bible institutes and colleges, seminaries, and non-residential extension programs, such as the Ministerial Internship Program. Supervision of the media team and the production of missions publications is included in this portfolio. The coordinator of missions communications leads a team that promotes public relations through electronic media. Video vignettes and the World Missions website help to inform and inspire both donor and missionary of the vision to reach the whole world. The supervisor of accounting supervises the work of obtaining, retrieving, and communicating matters pertaining to data systems, bookkeeping, projects, national workers, and donor relations. The coordinator of special projects and disaster relief works with the development and implementation of physical projects worldwide. These projects range from benevolence to humanitarian and disaster relief. World Missions has organized all nations outside the United States and Canada into 8 field areas. A field director is the chief executive, coordinator, administrator, and supervisor for the Church of God in his area and is responsible for providing leadership, including planning for future personnel and structural development. The field areas are Africa, Central, Eastern, and Western. Africa, Southern. Asia Pacific, Caribbean, Central America, Mexico, Brazil, Europe, Central, Eastern, Commonwealth of Independent States, Europe, Western, Mediterranean, and Middle East, South America. A large part of the work of World Missions is in creating opportunities for donors to contribute to the cause of sending the gospel to the entire world. This partnership includes the communication of a vision of the missions field, teaching missions concepts, and organizing times of special emphasis for the individual, the local church, the state or region, and even for nations. Field representatives are individuals who work under the general director and the board and are answerable to the assistant director. They function as liaisons to states and visit local churches to raise money for World Missions. In addition, representatives conduct services, seminars, conventions, and conferences for the purpose of missions education and/or fundraising. They are key in assisting missionaries to keeping their budget funded. Associate field representatives are those enlisted by World Missions to help with fundraising on those occasions when additional personnel are needed. These are generally former missions personnel, now semi-retired. Itinerating missionaries are missionaries who have left their field of work to come and continue relationships with donors who provide their budget support. The Office of Mobilization works specifically with local missions representatives who have been appointed by the pastor to serve their local church. Primarily, they are lay people with a heart for missions who help share a vision of the missions field with the congregation and organize fundraising, unreached people group adoption, and missionary support. World Missions is the support team for missionaries appointed to be on the front lines of ministry in countries other than our own. This department helps by receiving applications from those called to be in missions and placing them where they can most effectively minister. It acts as a guide and a covering for all who are sent. There are 6 categories of missionaries: career missionary, associate missionary, fraternal missionary, short-term missionary, approved minister abroad, and missionary to parachurch groups. Career missionaries must be qualified and commit to serve more than one 4-year term. They must complete 1 successful year of missionary internship before being evaluated and recommended for continued career service. The Church of God recognizes that some missions ministries may not require formal theological study and experience in full-time church-related vocations. For this reason, ministers or laypersons are appointed as associate missionaries on a contractual basis for specialized ministries such as aviation, building, medical care, office administration, teaching, and social services. A fraternal missionary is one who conforms to the general qualifications and policies stipulated for career missionaries, but whose financial support is independent of Church of God sources. 3 weeks to 4 years is the time of service for designated short-term missionaries. These volunteers feel compelled to share the good news in another culture but do not desire to make it a lifetime commitment. 5 agencies help World Missions in this area. STEP is a program coordinated by the Youth and Christian Education Department, which takes teams of qualified young people to a specific location each summer. Men and Women of Action provides an opportunity for skilled men and women to use their abilities in assisting missionaries with designated projects, such as new construction and remodeling. World Missions offers guidance for dedicated, qualified persons who feel led of the Lord to engage in gainful employment in an area of the world that needs a Christian witness. Persons who feel a specific call to evangelism outside the United States and Canada may serve as missionary evangelists after approval by the board. Volunteers in Medical Missions is an interdenominational Christian organization composed of physicians, dentists, allied healthcare professionals, ministers, and others interested in using their skills to minister physically and spiritually. Pastors, teachers, and church staff members who are authorized by World Missions to serve national churches in another country fit the role of approved minister abroad. The Church of God recognizes that some of its members would like to work for parachurch mission groups while maintaining an identity with the Church of God. These approved workers are missionaries to parachurch groups. The role of the accounting department at World Missions is vital and far-reaching. It is responsible for maintaining accurate information on bookkeeping, projects, national workers, donor relations, and payrolls for employees and missionaries. Correspondence with donors in the field are also a high priority. Donor Relations operates hand in glove with World Missions Accounting. It is responsible for the processing of all donations, which include contributions, credit card donations, and mission service reports. Also, it tracks all donor information and processes requests for tools to help quickly communicate any information needed, be it donor, missionary, or project related. The whole of World Missions is involved in the facilitation of the work of missions through communication. Publications are produced by a media team that researches, writes, and designs print materials. These materials include Save Our World magazine, Mission Line, and Glimpses, which are produced on a regular basis. Other printed items include brochures, missionary hero booklets, and special emphasis campaign material. Unreached people groups and country profiles are produced to keep donors informed. Missionaries are assisted with ministry profiles and other promotional materials as needed. Missions Communications works with video and web-based media. Video vignettes are produced on behalf of missionaries, giving a vision of their field of work, as well as sharing a glimpse of the passion of their heart. Video tools of information and inspiration are also produced to assist local congregations in keeping missions at the forefront of ministry. www.cogwm.org is the address of World Missions website. It was created to provide news and inspiration 24/7 around the world. Prayer requests, news articles, videos, and online giving make this tool of missions vital in a world of instant communication. As you engage in the day-to-day work of World Missions, remember that we are professional yet passionate, looking forward without forgetting the past. We are individuals, yet also a team. All of us fulfill an important role in reaching to the uttermost parts of the world.